All right, what's up, y'all? My name's Joseph, and I'm going to be doing something a little different today. I'll be screen recording things that I did a couple weeks ago when I went to a company related event. It was in Stamford, and first off, I'm starting off with this picture because this is my Uber. It costs 25 bucks to get there. I forgot the name of the place, but I will remember once I get to that picture again. This is the Parkway going towards New York City, but I'm not actually going to New York. Close though. And then when I arrived there, this is so there's an office building called Shipan Landing. It's not an office building, it's a wharf. Wharf? A lot of offices. This was the lobby. It looked nice. And this is the outside. Got a plane. I like the nature in the center. I don't know what it's called. Uh, I think a lot of rich people live here. Maybe a lot of executives, because I think you need to spend like $1 million to own a boat like that. And then there's also a shuttle bus for maybe for employees who want to or have to go to another building for a meeting or to work with their colleagues. Recording, yes, recording. And then yeah, it looks nice. It looks a lot bigger than just looking at the photo. But then again, I did zoom out to take a picture of that. This is a ship I saw passing by, a boat, by a river. I was already at the event, but I'll explain more when I get to that picture. I like the Samsung S23 Galaxy's quality in the image. There wasn't really anyone here yet, that's why there's no one, but I did like to get the logos, more on the ships, clear picture from the Samsung. This is also the lobby of another office building. It's closed right now because this was after office hours. Forgot to mention that I went after work. It was around 5:30, so there's still light outside. See the trees in the back and kind of like the ocean over there. I wonder if you could see parts of New York from there. I'll have to check the map later. It's already closed, so I guess people come here for lunch. Get some bagels, some croissants, another one, the roundabout. Caught some rich dude in a private jet or girl. And then, oh yeah, there was a food truck. There's actually pasta underneath, but you can't really see it. You have to dig through the chicken and the melted cheese to taste it. It's a good combo. It's $15. More of that. Oh yeah, now people started arriving, and I didn't know at the time, but right until I got to the front, was they were giving out free beer for employees for companies that were represented at the company event. More on that later. Yeah, so there was a lot of people, right? And I thought everyone there worked at the same company I was in, but it turns out it was any company that was represented. And what happened was, yeah, there's a big crowd. I approached, I think, about seven people, and I asked if they work at the same company I'm in and if they're here for the event. But it turned out, I guess most people, or probably no one, worked at the company I'm in because they all said no. Well, still, at least I tried. So it was already packed. I didn't even recognize any faces because I mostly work at home, but I'm trying to change that and work more on site. I just have to fix my sleep schedule, anyways. So, what I did was I took more pictures because there wasn't really anyone to talk to except when I asked them questions, and I really like the quality of the camera. Can't get over that enough. So I just took a bunch of pictures at the site. It was already packed. There was also a DJ. I don't know if I took a picture of them. That's the food truck, that yellow food truck. That's where I got the pasta with the chicken, the melted cheese, and I also got the free beer. You had to get a wristband. At least when I approached the event organizer, they said, "Yeah, the company you're in is also represented." So I got a wristband, showed it to the front, and she gave me a free beer. It would have been $8 otherwise. Another rich dude on a boat. Garbage because I was making a Honkai Star Rail joke in my head. And then what is this? Oh yeah, that's also probably the name of a restaurant that workers can go to. Also closed because it's after office hours. Probably a yoga room or something. Maybe people can go down do yoga during the break. Then houses, rich people because they have docks. More docks. There's a dock on the right side. Same picture. I liked the view, so I took a lot of. There's also a gym on the second floor of that office building. There was only one person there, I remember. Then I went to the little mini park in the front, walked around for a bit. This is from the gym, and this is coming back from the yoga room to that closed area where people get coffee and croissants. More chairs, same building. Then second floor, outside back in the park. And then also, I did some speed dating because I wasn't talking to anyone. So I had a funny story about going to a networking event, talked to about 10 people, only realized I knew nobody. So, got some things done along the way while walking. Took more pictures of boats by the dock. Is that what it's called? I think there's a more specific term because it's not like a loading dock, it's a private area. And then after that I walked through the city because I didn't know anyone because the sun was still out. It's summer. The event was at 5. It wouldn't be dark until 8 p.m. I still had 3 hours. So why not walk around while I already spent $20 driving there? I might as well enjoy my time in the city. So that's what I did. I walked around and then I wanted to like memorize what was good to go back to once I have time to go back to the city, and I'm gonna talk about that for a bit. So there's actually a train station for that city I went to in Yacht Haven, close to that area, and it only costs $2.50 one way to go there, meaning that I could come back and I don't have to use an Uber, which is $20. And then I could just walk around there the whole day. So that's the plan for the future, maybe 2 weeks from now, because I'm going to a mall this weekend. So took more pictures of those boats. There was also some kind of event going on over there, but I couldn't get there. It was too far because I had to go around. There's a lake, and the bridge to get there. There's no bridge. There's a term, I don't know. I told myself I was gonna go there, but I didn't know how to go there. I didn't even know the name of the place. So as I was walking, there was some kind of mini park like this pit bull here, and I thought this dog looked like the one from Japan, Hachiko. So I just took a bunch of pictures. Clear ocean waves, same mini park going through those pine trees. And then I just kept walking until I hit the downtown. I made sure it was safe. There was no, suspicious people walking around. It was nice. It was also a new and unfamiliar place, so I was just walking and looking around and taking a bunch of pictures. So I kept walking. Then I reached the downtown area. The downtown area looks nice. I don't know what company Henkel is. I could look that up sometime. That looks like an old New England style building. I think that's a church and an apartment, but it looks pretty fancy. Downtown, I was already downtown. That downtown was about a mile and a half away. City of Stamford. So that's that. Kept walking. There was no one really, but it looks nice. All those buildings, good architecture, catches your eye. Stamford Plaza. There's also some events. I'm gonna look that up online later, so I could go there on the weekend and meet people. Because I just moved to Connecticut a few months ago. I want to meet people outside of work too. So the hotel Marriott is very popular. Barnes and Noble. I'll also go there if I want new books. This is an apartment complex, and let me tell you more about it as I go into that. So I entered the apartment, and that apartment, Irby's the name? Yep, Irby. And sat there for a few minutes, admired the design, the style. They also have a nice looking cafe. It looks pretty bougie. They have a lot of plants. So I like the lighting. It's dark, it's chill, and you could sit there and lounge with a group of friends, family, all that. Nice couch and more plants on the seating area. And then that seating area, perfect for people who want to read or watch something on their phone because they got outlets, you got the reading lights. It's by the street, by where there's a lot of trees. You could also sit there for picture taking, and then also a bunch of books. You could sit there with at least a group of 2 people or more, read the books there for free. and then just an overarching view of the seating area where you could eat, get coffee. I didn't know if it was closed because I didn't see anyone there. I walked in, it's not like it was locked or anything. I think they only are open for breakfast and lunch. It was already 5:30-ish, so it's where you get your Amazon orders, your mail, briefly walked to the apartment hall. I liked how it looked in there. And then, okay, so this is already outside. What happened was when I got to the front, I got approached by some guy at the front desk. He worked there, presumably. He asked me what I'm doing, and I said, I'm just exploring the city. And he said, nah, man, you can't do that. I'm going to have to ask you to leave, which is fine because there wasn't really anything else to do, anyways. And I got a bunch of good pictures, so it was whatever. He kicked me out. Now I'm in the Stamford Town Center, downtown still. There's a mall. I didn't know it closed. It was closing soon, so I didn't go there right away. But I know I'll definitely go back. Back in the downtown. Again, I'm going to check the website because those banners stood out to me. More pictures. And there's also construction on the left. And then some old church, presumably. Then Stamford Center. I tried to find the entrance, but of course I'm not familiar with the place yet, and it was about to close, so I said, nah, next time. Town Hall, yeah, I like the Roman style architecture. This is even deeper downtown because it reminds me of like an old city setting. And then more of that, same shot. Stamford Savings Bank, it's probably like a 200-year-old bank or something. That's why it looks like that. It looks fancy. And then honoring the brave soldiers who fought for this country in memory of a bunch of people. Also World War One, World War Two, and all the wars that happened after. Not all, but also the more recent ones, the Iraq War, Global War on Terror, Afghanistan. That's Abraham Lincoln. I wonder if I can read this. I didn't read this yet. Yep, Stamford Lincoln dedicated to honor a city builder. Okay. What is this? I'm trying to remember. I actually don't know. I'll skip over that then. Farmers Market, I'll visit that too. Flag. I was in oh yeah, I'm already back home at this point. So I took the Uber back right before sundown. It was already 8 p.m., but still light outside, but it would get dark soon after, and I didn't want to stay out when it's already dark and I'm in a city that I don't know. So I took an Uber, and when I got home, that was when it was dark. So I'm already at the apartment at this point. There's a fireplace in the center. I don't know if I've showed you guys how it looks like in my other videos, but of course it's not on because it was still daytime. This is how it looks at night. They turn on the fireplace. Then I took a lower brightness shot. I also played some pool too, so I'm trying to get better at pool. I was able to clear the table in 5 minutes, so I'm trying to be consistent with that and maybe finish in 3 minutes or something. And then I walked around outside my apartment for like 30 more minutes after. I think this was almost 10 p.m. So, and it's safe. There's security guards, police cars passing by. So it's fine walking out at 10 p.m. And that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all later when we'll see when I'm going to learn how to use effects. So peace out, y'all.